Peace be with you, dear friends. I hope this message finds you well today. You know those moments when life feels a bit overwhelming, when you're searching for answers and wondering what tomorrow might bring. I understand completely. We all go through seasons where we need a little extra light to guide our path. If you're joining us today, I want to thank you for taking this moment for yourself, for your spiritual journey. This is a space where we can come together, share our hopes, and lift each other up in prayer. Before we begin this special time together, if you find value in daily prayers and spiritual encouragement, please consider subscribing to our channel. It helps us continue creating these moments of peace and reflection for our community. I'd love to hear what makes your heart grateful today. Sometimes, especially during challenging times, focusing on our blessings can shift our entire perspective. Share your thoughts in the comments below, it might just inspire someone else who needs to hear your story. You're not here by chance. Each of us is on a unique journey, and sometimes we need reminders that we're not walking alone. Today's message is about trust, about holding on to hope even when the path ahead seems unclear. Whether you're facing uncertainty in your career, relationships, or personal life, know that this moment of prayer and reflection is for you. Together, we'll explore what it means to trust in divine timing, to hold on to faith when answers aren't immediate, and to recognize the blessings that are already in motion in our lives. Sometimes the greatest acts of faith happen in these quiet moments, when we choose to believe despite what our circumstances might be telling us. Life has a way of testing our faith, doesn't it? Whether it's the weight of financial pressures, health concerns, or relationships that need healing, these challenges can sometimes leave us feeling alone in our struggles. Maybe you've been praying for a breakthrough, waiting for a sign that things will get better. I want you to know that your prayers haven't gone unheard. Every tear, every silent prayer, every moment of uncertainty, they all matter. We serve a God who sees us in our most vulnerable moments, who understands our hearts even when words fail us. This isn't about empty promises or quick fixes, but about finding strength in knowing we're held by something greater than ourselves. There's a beautiful passage in Isaiah 43 verse 19 that speaks directly to times like these. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. These words remind us that even in our most challenging seasons, new beginnings are possible. Think about the story of Joseph in Genesis. For years, he faced one setback after another, betrayed by his brothers, wrongly imprisoned, forgotten by those who promised to help him. Yet every seeming delay was actually preparation for something greater than he could have imagined. His story teaches us that what looks like a detour might actually be the main road to our destiny. The Psalms, too, are filled with honest expressions of both struggle and hope. In Psalm 27 verse 14, we read, "Wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart and wait for the Lord." This isn't a passive waiting, it's active trust, continuing to move forward even when we can't see the whole path ahead. These scriptures aren't just ancient words, they're living testimonies to the truth that our current circumstances don't define our final outcome. They remind us that breakthrough often comes gradually, like the dawn, first a few rays of light, then slowly, the whole sky changes. Remember how David wrote many of his psalms while running for his life or facing seemingly impossible situations. Yet within those same psalms, he found reasons to trust, reasons to keep believing. That's the kind of faith we're talking about today, not a faith that denies reality, but one that sees beyond it. Now, let's prepare our hearts for a moment of prayer together. Find a quiet space if you can, take a deep breath, and let the concerns of the day settle for just a moment. This isn't about performing or saying the right words, it's about opening our hearts to peace and hope. Sometimes the strongest prayers are simply honest conversations. Whether you're feeling strong in your faith today or struggling to hold on to hope, you're welcome here. Let's join our hearts together, believing that when we pray with sincerity, something powerful happens. Not because of our words, but because of the love that hears them. Loving Father, in this quiet moment, we come to you with grateful hearts. Thank you for being our constant source of strength, for your presence that stays steady even when life feels uncertain. We're thankful for the gift of each new day, for the breath in our lungs, and for the countless ways you show your care, through the kindness of others, through moments of unexpected joy, through the peace that comes even in life storms. We acknowledge your faithfulness in every season. When doors have closed, you've opened windows. When paths seemed blocked, you've shown new ways forward. For the lessons learned in waiting, for the growth found in challenges, for the friends who've stood beside us, we give thanks. Even in our struggles, we can see traces of your grace, leaving landmarks of your goodness along our journey. Lord, we bring before you the dreams that seem delayed, the hopes that feel distant. Some of us are carrying heavy burdens, financial pressures that keep us awake at night, relationships that need restoration, health concerns that weigh on our hearts. We lift up those searching for purpose in their work, those longing to build families, those seeking healing in their bodies and minds. You see each specific need, each private prayer. Guide us through decisions that lie ahead. When the path isn't clear, be our wisdom. Where there's fear about the future, plant seeds of courage. In places where doubt has taken root, help faith grow stronger. For those feeling stuck in cycles of anxiety or worry, bring your refreshing peace. Replace confusion with clarity, uncertainty with understanding. We stand on your promises today, not because we're worthy, but because you're faithful. Your word shows us that breakthrough often comes in unexpected ways. Like Sarah who laughed at the promise before she held it, like Moses who felt inadequate before he led multitudes, like David who was overlooked before he was crowned, remind us that your timing is perfect, even when it differs from our plans. Let hope rise in hearts that have grown weary. Where dreams have been deferred, breathe new life into them. In spaces where winter has felt long, let us see the first signs of spring. Help us recognize the small victories, celebrate the gradual progress, and hold on to faith for what's still unfolding. Strengthen us to be people who trust beyond what we can see. When answers delay, keep our hearts soft and expectant. Where others have lost hope, help us encourage them. Make us carriers of your light in dark places, spreaders of hope in spaces of despair. Let our lives tell the story of your faithfulness, not just in words but in patient endurance and unwavering trust. As we wait for prayers to be answered and situations to change, teach us to find peace in your presence. Help us see that sometimes the greatest blessing isn't in the answer we seek, but in the deeper relationship we build with you while waiting. Transform our perspective until we can spot grace in unexpected places and recognize provision in its various forms. We trust that you're working in ways we can't see, orchestrating details beyond our understanding. Like a master weaver creating a tapestry, you're bringing together threads of circumstance and timing to create something beautiful. Give us faith to believe that even now, you're aligning people, opportunities, and resources. Not for our glory, but for your purpose to be fulfilled in our lives. Take a moment now to quiet your mind and open your heart. Imagine standing at the edge of a new dawn, where the first rays of sunlight are just beginning to break through the darkness. That's often how blessings arrive, gradually at first, then in growing brilliance. Just as you can't rush the sunrise, some seasons require patient trust. Think about the seeds planted in your life right now, the prayers you've prayed, the dreams you've nurtured, the work you've put in. Like a farmer who trusts the process of growth happening underground before any sprout appears, your faith is activating something powerful. Even when you can't see movement, things are stirring beneath the surface. Picture the weight you've been carrying starting to lift. That financial burden. Imagine solutions beginning to unfold. That relationship that needs healing. See walls of misunderstanding crumbling, replaced by bridges of understanding. That dream that seems impossible. Envision doors starting to crack open, 1 degree at a time. Remember times in your past when things worked out in ways you never expected. Those moments weren't just luck, they were evidence of unseen hands working on your behalf. The same force that brought you through past challenges is still active today. Your current situation isn't your final destination, it's just part of the journey. Let peace settle over you like a warm blanket. Release the need to control every detail or understand every step. Sometimes our greatest breakthroughs come when we loosen our grip and trust the process. Feel anxiety melting away as you remember you're not walking this path alone. Every step, whether forward or seeming backward, is part of your growth story. In your mind's eye, see yourself walking with confidence, even before the complete answer arrives. Picture yourself extending grace to others because you understand that everyone's walking their own journey of faith. Imagine the testimony your story will become, not just of receiving blessings, but of growing stronger through the waiting. Let yourself embrace the possibility that your blessing might arrive in an unexpected package. Sometimes what we think we need isn't what will truly fulfill us. Trust that divine wisdom knows better than our limited understanding. The answer taking shape might be even more beautiful than what you originally imagined. If today's message has touched your heart, I invite you to take a simple step of faith. Share in the comments below one thing you're trusting for. It might be exactly what someone else needs to read today. Your story could be the encouragement another person is searching for. Remember, we grow stronger when we walk together. If you found value in this time of prayer and reflection, please like and share this video. Your simple click could help this message find someone who desperately needs these words of hope. Join our growing family of believers by subscribing to the channel. Each day, we gather here to pray, encourage one another, and share in life's journey together. Don't walk alone when you can be part of a community that uplifts and supports each other. Before we part ways today, remember this: your story isn't over, and your faith isn't in vain. Each prayer you've whispered, each tear you've shed, each step you've taken in faith, they all matter. Keep holding on, keep believing, keep moving forward. May peace fill your heart, strength renew your spirit, and hope light your path forward. Until we meet again in prayer, know that you're valued, you're supported, and you're never alone on this journey. Don't forget to check out our other videos for daily inspiration and prayers. Each one is created with you in mind, offering different words of encouragement for whatever season you're walking through. Stay blessed, stay faithful, and keep your eyes open for the blessings that are already on their way to you.